Now that Borvo the Hutt has joined the Resistance, you must protect his vessel until he reaches his hidden outpost. Once at the base, Borvo's own pilots will join the fight against the Trade Federation. Fast.
Captain Kale, what are your orders?
Stick close to me and follow the Hutt back to his base.
What if he's leading us into a trap?
It's a risk I'm willing to take. The Hutt might have the weapons we need to recapture Theed.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Episode 1 Battle for Naboo. And in this episode, we are going to be following the Hutt back to his base up here in the polar north region of Naboo. Now we have a choice in this mission. We can go...
trade in that speeder for a fighter or continue giving us ground support.
I'm going to go ahead and trade my speeder in for a fighter, even though I do hate how this fighter handles. It still handles better than the ground vehicles in this game, so... But don't worry, your friends...
Gavin, this is Bed Devin. Captain Kale has ordered me to provide ground support.
Protect the cargo ship until we reach the base.
Yeah, see, you hear that?
Mine sight.
So, just because we switch doesn't mean that there's not going to be a speeder on the ground. There is.
Great work. Let's get moving, Lieutenant.
This mission introduces us to something that's going to be a pain throughout most of the rest of this game, aside from the fact of the insanely and humanly accurate droid fighters, is the addition of mines and turrets, stationary defenses. Just like in Rogue Squadron, stationary defenses in this game are some of the most horrible, awkward, and dangerous things to fight in this game because they're all inhumanly accurate.
Enemy fighters approaching.
Which I suppose is to make up for their lack of mobility, but it's still really annoying and really, really dangerous. Usually 2 or 3 shots bring a droid fighter down, and since we don't have advanced lasers, it might be a little bit more awkward than it's going to be later in the game to take down droid fighters, but they're not that bad. It's just the trouble is hitting them because the targeting reticule in this game isn't great, and I don't know, for some reason shooting just seems to be a little bit less accurate than it is in Rogue Squadron. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe they toned down the auto-aim or whatever else.
Enemy fighters approaching. Gavin, you take them out. Everyone else, flight cover.
Look at that. Missed every shot except one. That's insane. And of course, they can hit me without any trouble. But they can hit you even... The thing is that the droid fighters don't have that aim assist off because most of them fly in preset patterns. So in order to be a threat to you at all, they actually fire at an... They can actually hit you in an angled cone around the actual... where they're supposed to be shooting. So...
Maintain visual scanning. Thanks for guarding my 6, Devis.
No problem, Gavin.
Watch for ground forces.
If you
The Trade Federation.
watch the
They just
nose
covered the base.
of the ship,
Incoming AATs.
then you can kind of see where it's supposed to be hitting and where it actually does. And it affects all of the enemies in this game, not just the droid fighters. It affects things like these AATs. Whereas for me, I have to hit exactly right to be able to destroy them. Look at that, my aim shifted twice without me moving my reticule at all.
Now where's the base?
Thanks. Pick your targets and go. Choco power.
Don't worry, we're almost home.
Look at that. I'm trying to be epic sweeping down from the mountainside, but a combination of the bad controls and the bad auto-aim in this game mean that I completely missed every shot that I fire. I'm not even going to waste a proton torpedo because I know I'm going to miss. I'm almost dead at this point too, so... Maybe I should have gone with the ground vehicle instead of flying around like this. Okay, looks like we've got one airborne. Yep, droid bomber. That's what these weird horseshoe-shaped ships are. They're droid bombers because they couldn't just have the Trade Federation using just one kind of fighter.
Adela, the Trade Federation has been neutralized. Not quite. I intercepted a transmission. They've called for reinforcements. We'll need to make a quick exit. Keep clearing a path to the factory.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so we picked up an additional wingman, one of the Hutt's minions, the guy with the really raspy voice.
Good. Let's wipe out any Trade Federation forces quickly.
Yep, one shot puts me down. So this is where the main hub of this level is, and you're gonna want to get used to these sort of citadel areas with these turrets and guns and tanks and everything else around it. You're gonna be playing a lot of areas like this in the coming levels. Really, almost all of the areas in the coming levels are going to be like this. And it's only going to get worse from here because we're going to, believe it or not, with all the complaining that I've done about this game's controls for different vehicles, we haven't gotten to the worst of it yet. There's still vehicles that we've yet to see or yet to play as that have worse controls. Now see, I think that a proton torpedo from point blank range like that would destroy a tank, but who am I to say? What am I missing here? There's probably another tank. Yep, there he is. Look at that. See how weak this thing is? I'm already down to orange from a green health bar from when I just died.
The N1 assembly site is now under our control. Now we can start giving the Trade Federation some real trouble.
But thank the Force, we actually are able to get some real fighters now. N1s. These are going to be your base craft for the rest of the game, thankfully, because they are by far the best craft to use in this game. Unfortunately, the mission ends there. But in the next mission, we will be using the N1 starfighters for the first time and kicking some serious Trade Federation butt. See you all next time, folks.